What would be the best way to share what I felt during my time in Japan? How about a nice slow introduction? Get the atmosphere going with some Emma blowing in the wind. Transition into something that shows how futuristic Tokyo is. Oh yeah, show the food that I ate, the square cheese.
Attention span.
Zelda? Nintendo?
More.
Some koinoboris? Oh, that's Shibuya Crossing.
More.
Street performers? Some artsy stuff? This crane?
Faster.
Forest.
Faster.
Chopsticks?
More.
Noodles?
More.
Nightlife?
More.
Sunrise? Haichu?
More.
Coffee?
Faster.
More. You know what? Screw the algorithm. If I'm going to make a video about Japan, I'm going to do it my way. This video is a love letter for a country that had a huge impact on me growing up. A reflection on what I learned about nostalgia and an introduction to the things you might discover yourself in this fascinating country. Let me ask you this. Have you ever actively thought about the things that make you feel nostalgic and where these influences originate from? Nostalgia used to be something we talked more positively about, yet nowadays it mostly revolves around remaking things we used to like from the past. Even shows that make great use of nostalgia now exude an aura of a big corporation just trying to get into my wallet. I realized that the things that make me most nostalgic all originate from Japan, may it be movies, games, really old games, or manga. And not just any manga. I started with Dragon Ball. Every time I flip through these pages, I am transported back to being 8 years old again, reading about the adventures of Son Goku for the very first time. Even though I didn't realize it at the time, but being exposed to all these kinds of media throughout my childhood up until now had a huge impact on me. To a point that just walking through the streets of Tokyo at night brought me back to walking the streets of Kamurocho in Yakuza as Kiryu. Oh, and let me assure you, this can still happen at the age of 33, like when I watched the movie Perfect Days and immediately craved the same coffee, even though it was a rather mixed experience. I'm still glad I tried it anyway, because you never know if something ends up being a mixed experience or a wonderful memory. Which, who knows, one day might even make you feel nostalgic. Sometimes the experiences start off bad, like being lost inside a museum for digital arts, but then slowly they reveal their brighter sides. Or when I was caught in a rainstorm at the Imperial Palace in Kyoto. And once it clears up, you find the time to appreciate the sunnier moments even more. Being able to enjoy the fully bloomed cherry blossoms along with all these people truly was a magical moment. Even editing the footage you're seeing now make the memories flood back again. Thanks to the anime Spirited Away, even a simple train ride to Kyoto can evoke feelings and emotions. And yeah, playing the games you grew up with also contribute to feeling a bit nostalgic. So, what should you take away from this video? Be open to new experiences and unknown things, even if you're unsure about them at first. because you might look back happily upon them. May it be food that you haven't eaten before, food that might be in an unusual shape, like the square cheesecake, food that looks like it was invented by a 5-year-old, like these cream mentai noodles, malls you randomly stumble into that your Japanese idol just visited 2 days prior, clothing performances, places you would have never found if you just had followed the travel guide, or even books that have the ability to inspire you to pick up an entire new hobby and cause you to take your own picture in the style of the photographer Liam Wong. Creating memories don't have to be expensive. They sometimes can be as cheap as 100 yen and can start a street performance for an entire crowd.
The time for showtime! Please come to close up!
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and while doing all these things, don't take yourself too seriously.